So when I was in high school, I was a sort of little ball of anti-people energy, just, a real misfit, mistrusting son of a gun. And I decided to take out my energy, all this frustration I had from within, and I was going to put it into a great play. And I remember I was working on it, when I was supposed to be working in class. And one day, in the middle of English class, the teacher announced that we would not be able to log onto our computers and that it was possible that all the information on our computers would be lost forever because, I don't know, people had overfed the servers, or I'm not really sure how technology works. But I was very upset about this. And the teacher was like, "This is why you back up your files." I was like, "What? No one told me nothing." And if they did, I didn't listen because they're all a bunch of idiots. I was mad. I was so upset at the technology people. I tried to communicate with them, but since the servers were down, there was no email, no nothing. So what I did was I picked up my little school laptop and I wrote into the password, "I swear if you cost me my Pulitzer," and I hit send. And then they came back up, and a couple months later, I finished my play, and bad. Well, so there's this one scene in the play where this one character confronts another character, or tries to, but instead a bear shows up and just attacks one of the guys and like breaks his arm and then leaves because he's a grizzly bear, but wasn't really feeling hungry, just violent, I suppose. And I don't think I really had a very good understanding of grizzly bears or the bro species that I had written about, the bros. So I was so embarrassed and humiliated by actually reading what I had written that I was like, oh geez, I shut it off. I never worked on it again. I never got to that second draft that could have been slightly less horrible. And from then on, I kind of would express myself hopefully in ways that I understood better, just talking out my feelings or thoughts or whatever, my silly gags or whatever on stage. I did stand up for a number of years, but eventually kind of just spewing, I wouldn't say hatred, but just anger about your living situation only take you so far. And one day I decided to actually open up about the thing I'm most vulnerable about, most insecure about. And you might think, well, your mom. No, actually, no. Love you, mom. So I opened up about it on stage, and I got off stage, and waiting for me were a couple of bros, and the bro in front, the nicest of all the bros, with his big old shining, smiling, twinkling little cheeks. He's like, hey, Jeremy, just so you know, we're all friends. And my response was, "Oh snap! That's the name of my play I wrote in high school. That was awful." I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, "What? Oh my goodness! I'm gonna have to, if I want to do my one person show, that's what I'm gonna have to name it." And I hope you'll come because, well, we're all friends.